right, welcome. You hit me in the eyes. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing tonight? We're back. And being lasted on my shoulders till the beginning of the stream. Very good. Very good, little lad. How you all doing? Hey there, Sora, Siphon, Lilith, Capri, Mystery Master, welcome back. Who else is here? Straight Thought, hello. How y'all doing? It's great to see you. Today is a very special day because exactly 4 years ago, I did my very first horror edits. Isn't that cool? I don't think it's exactly the day I posted it, because I think it took me a bit to post it, to have the courage to post it, but it is the day I made it. Slightly disappointed you were at a party hat. You think I prepared this with enough time? I literally found out yesterday that today was the date. Through complete coincidence, too. So I figured today we could take a look back, celebrate all the stuff that's happened in the last 4 years, all the art I've done. And Bean is trying to bite my cable. No. Oh, he's scratching the mic now. If you hear weird mic noises, that's Bean scratching it. All right, Rabbit Possum, Inbo, thank you guys for the follows. I hope I pronounced that well. But yeah, if you didn't know, 4 years ago now, posted this story here with the huge pupa being dragged out of the ground by archaeologists, and this was meant to be a one-off thing. I think I've told this story several times, but when I made this, well, before I worked on this, I was still using Photoshop as my main artistic tool, right? But I used it to make mostly like surreal artwork and not really stuff with a story. And I was kind of burnt out on that at the time. And I had this silly idea of, oh, let me do some horror with Photoshop with an old photo. That was like what I had on my ideas folder, specifically archaeologists finding something. And so I started digging for old photos. I found these two really cool ones, and then I was wondering what the hell to put in there, because I didn't know anything creepy to put in that. And just scrolling Twitter, I find someone saying, what the fuck is this I found in my garden? It was a huge moth cocoon. I was like, oh, that looks creepy. That looks alien. That's super cool. I'm gonna put a moth cocoon on the ground, a huge moth cocoon, which I edited a bit. I added a few things, which, kind of didn't become part of Megalomorpha, but yeah, that was the start of Megalomorpha, and also my very, very first piece of horror art. And that happened on the 25th of April 2020, which is wild. It has been a while, right? It's right during the start of the pandemic. We're all stuck at home, which I guess kind of contributed to the burnout I was feeling. Didn't know that pig was 4 years old? It is. It is elderly in internet years. Your parrot is currently trying to melt into your body through your neck. You should let him. Let them. Yeah, thank you, Capri. Yeah, so when I made this, at the time, I was like, it was a one-off thing. I meant to do like one horror thing just to change it up, and because I wanted to tell a bit more of a story, I was really, really nervous about it. This was around the time I started using Twitter more. I did have a Twitter account, but I knew Instagram wasn't really good to tell more wordy stories because people don't tend to read the caption. So I figured Twitter would be a better place to post that. And that was when I started also focusing a bit more on that as a social media. I guess that didn't pay off that well considering the state it's in right now, but at the time it was the right idea. And that was also how I found a really cool community that does horror, and I made a lot of my friends. So it was just a perfect storm of little coincidences that led to what is my current career, really. Just burnouts, lockdowns, wanting to do something different, wanting to use a different platform for that specific storytelling. It all just kind of came together in a really perfect way. Hey Blazes, thank you. And Marrow. Oh, that's Val. That's other Val. Yeah, that's true. You changed your name. So yeah, quite a little storm right there, and the coincidence of just finding a random cocoon and thinking that's cool. I can put that in my one horror edit that I wanted to make. I can make that into a cocoon without really thinking about it. And that ended up leading to the entirety of Megalomorpha. That small concept of big bug led to what is my biggest series. One whole career later. I can remove the marrow in 1 month. Never do name changes at 2 a.m. So yeah. Hey Cryptid, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, 4 years since then. Then I started. So it started with this piece, and then I said, okay, I like this. I like this vibe. Let me make a few more. Make this into a little series. Thinking, still as horror as, I'm just gonna make a few pieces of horror and then I'll get tired of it and move on to something else. But the rest is history, obviously. It's what I started doing, almost exclusively. But yeah, it started with these pieces of Megalomorpha. If you go to the Megalomorpha page on my website, which I can put a link in the chat if you want. There you go. The link at the end of that message will lead you to this page. These are in reverse chronological order, just because that's how this website posts them. Ideally, I would have them the other way around, but that's fine. Yeah, the first one was this. Second one was this one, and I don't know why there's like, a space in here. I don't know why the website did that. I don't have full control. Then this one, then for these four, I don't remember the exact order, but it just kind of goes like that. Yeah, I think it's like this. But yeah, at first I was exclusively doing Megalomorpha for a while, but then again, each of these Megalomorpha stories were shorter and didn't have characters or anything like that. They were my first steps into horror, and obviously as it went, the story started getting longer. These last three ones are the longest ones and the ones with the most, I don't know, interesting lore and characters. This one with the fisherman. I guess the expedition one is also pretty lore heavy. Like, this was one of the first ones I did, but probably the one out of the early ones, that's my favorite. I don't know. Have you guys read all of Megalomorpha? I hope so. You better. I like my work. It's my best. At least personally, my favorite. Most, I think? Well, time to fix that. Gotta read the rest. So, for today, I was actually thinking of going all the way back to this very first part of Megalomorpha with the pupa and updating it or giving it a little bit more depth, perhaps. Obviously, I don't think I'll be able to just do a bunch more or like expand this story a ton in one single stream, but I feel like we can at least figure out what we're going to do, what images that needs, and how we can, you know, include that within the story without breaking it too much. Sort of. You didn't see that, but Bean just jumped on the table, jumped over the mic, the most graceful little thing in the world, and he didn't break anything, he didn't touch anything. It was a perfect little jump. That was so graceful, Bean, like a baby deer. Give me a kiss. Thank you. You can go. The last 10% is stuff you haven't made yet. That's fair. We gotta go back, Marty. Looking at the warning collection on my website, and one says do not. Yeah, I like that one. It's silly. Not only have I read all of Megalomorph, I've done multiple fan works of it. Hell yeah, thank you, Lily. I love those. I love the painting and the story. He's a gymnast. He's a little gymnast. Now I'm grabbing him while I speak to you. Beating the Olympics. Yeah. For graceful jumping. I'll give you a gold medal. Got the Olympics. Okay, so if we were to expand this very first story, where would we expand it? I think the most interesting part to give more depth to, and I guess, well, let's read the story first to, you know, put everyone up to speed. Starts: the following pictures and documents were retrieved from the remnants of the ship Storaker. Its crew and most of its cargo lost in a storm off the coast of Denmark while returning from an archaeology expedition to the Viking burial ground of Sundrum. Excerpt from the diary of the main archaeologist Ture J. Arne. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pictured right on item number 2. Here's the boy. 22 of March 1905. Today we dug up something strange. It wasn't far from the other graves in the area, but it was buried deeper. The extraction was difficult since it had become encased in a hard piece of sandstone that we had to break through. This artifact, it doesn't look like anything we've seen from the Vikings. It seems too detailed for one of their carvings. The dark stone it's made of is certainly not from the region. A piece of loot from one of their raids, perhaps? We'll have to bring it back to Copenhagen to analyze it further. The crew is quite disturbed by the artifacts, and I've heard far-fetched speculation about its origins. As much as I hate to admit it, it makes me feel uneasy too. There's one more thing I'm hesitating to write down. When I touched its surface, I felt a very slight vibration, nearly imperceptible. None of the others seemed to notice. Thinking back on it, that was likely the result of a tired mind, an imagination stirred by old wives' tales. Tomorrow we'll load it on the ship with the rest of the findings and come back to the museum. And last picture is the ship, empty, half sunken and burning, and it says the remains of the ship Storaker, found the 6th of April 1905 in the Kattegat area. The ship was heavily damaged and no living crew was found on board. That's it. That's the first story of Megalomorpha. My very first horror thing Thank you, Chaos. Hey, Palomita. Oh, you got a funny roll. Hold on, I'll give you the Discord roll. 2 brains. Let me find you. With a bean in my hands. 2 brains. Rolls. Valdeviant. There you go. That will give you a funny little googliel next to your name. And Gamer Swag, thank you for the follow. Welcome to all the new folks. Hope you've enjoyed my 4 years or whatever, however long you've been following of horror arts. And yeah, okay, so we've read this story. We know what goes on. They find this old thing in a Viking burial ground, implying this was buried next to Viking remains, and this might have been an old like a place in old Viking Scandinavia that worshipped the megalomorpha. Hello, Bean. Oh, yeah, love you too. So obviously at the time I didn't have the full lore of megalomorpha formulated, because that only came much later. Here's Bean. Oh, nope, he has decided not to. Careful, careful, careful. Here, I'll give you a little thing to scratch your face against. He loves that. What are you doing? He's biting it. Been here for 1.5 years or more? Possibly more, I'd say. Feels like more. Bean, don't destroy it. He's biting it so hard. Hey! Shh. Don't destroy. He hasn't destroyed anything. He just likes the metal. This. Normally he just scratches his face against it. He doesn't like full on bite the notebook. That's okay. I'll let you be, because you deserve it. There we go. That's what he usually does. You can tell this set all the times because they don't go, we should bring some people over to study in its resting place. They go, we should rip it out of the earth and take it somewhere else. Exactly. This is old school archaeology, baby. They cared about artifacts, not context. Bean wants sheet metal. I'll give you some sheet metal, Bean. You deserve it. So, okay. I think if I were to make a sequel of this, and I have thought about this in the past, it's just like a good opportunity to plan and maybe start that. If I were to make a sequel, it would be on the ship during the trip back, and what happened to the crew, and what happened in between saying this guy saying we should load it on the ship to you know, the ship appearing completely empty with no pupa in it. What do you still want the notebook? Okay, put it here, so you can bite it if you want. So that's I think where I would put a bit more of the story, and we can continue using the same setup. So Toure's Toure, which is the archaeologist's diary plus photos. So what I'm thinking is the crew on the ship fighting over the artifacts. Like they all start like pretty disturbed. Everyone's like, there's all a bunch of rumors around it. But while they're on the ship, they start fighting. You know, Megalomorph kind of messes with your brain in that way. And we've already seen, you know, in the future of that series, we've already seen a pupa kind of infecting someone's mind and infatuating them with the pupa. So I'm thinking during the trip back, they all start fighting over it, and it ends up with like everyone kind of killing each other until there's only one left. And yeah, I don't know how much crew we'd have here, but I'm thinking just a handful of people, so we keep it pretty small. I know there's a bunch of people here, but they could just be like locals, like that would help with the digging, and not like the Danish crew of the ship that comes from Copenhagen. Oh, Dracula Daily is about to start up. Nice. You pay Riz. I guess you can call it the Riz. So, the idea would be, I think, in the ship, on the ship itself, maybe like the remnants of a fight. Like we can see there's been a scuffle. Maybe the boat is light as well. And in the middle is the pupa. And maybe it's coming out. Like it's finally broken through. That's the idea I have in my brain while thinking about this. But obviously it's going to depend on what kind of images we find, which is, you know, could be difficult. We need to find a ship that's approximately the same size as this. So I'm thinking, I actually think the ship is the actual name of this ship here. So let me actually search for that. Let me see what we can find. I don't know, it's been 4 years, so I could be misremembering. But if we find other pictures, yep, there it is. It is the actual name of the ship, Storaker. Megalomorph has got me acting crazy. Okay, there's a few pictures of the Storaker. This is before it gets destroyed. Like, it's an actual ship that sank. This is a ship, half-sunk ship when it was found. And you can see originally it had like several decks here. And after this, it only has one. So we can assume, oh no, maybe we're seeing the other side. Oh yeah, we're seeing the other side is the front. Okay, we're seeing it from the back here. We're seeing it from this vantage point. So it is still the same ship. It is from the back again. It's like tipping to the front. So, okay, we don't need specifically this ship. I don't specifically mind if it's a different one, because the only picture we got of it is this, and we can see it has a chimney, but little else. But it has to be a similar-ish ship from the time, which limits us a little bit, but I don't think it's a huge problem. It's described as a cargo ship here. Okay, so ideally, I would want a picture from inside the ship itself. So I'm looking for cargo ship here, and I'm gonna limit that from the 1880 to 1930. This is the type of image I'd be looking for, except with not a million people on it. You know, we got a similar-ish shape with the chimney in the middle. As long as it could like plausibly be the same shape as the other image, I'm fine with it. Started out with a Riz. How did it end up like this? It's only bug Riz. It's only bug Riz. The problem is most pictures of boats are from the outside. But yeah, looks like this vibe of ship was one of the common ones at the time with that big chimney. So I'm hopeful that we can find something similar to what we want. Here we have a very small photo that is taken from the inside. Oh, this is cheap. Small photo though. Why are these photos so small? It's from the Library of Congress. Let's see if they have anything bigger. Thanks for the save reminder, but we haven't started a document, so there's nothing to save yet, but I will keep it in mind. Hey, Skeleton Cow. We're looking for pictures of ship decks because we are updating my very first horror story made 4 years ago today. And we're gonna give it kind of a sequel. Unfortunately, the ship picture is not good, and this one's gonna be the same because it only seems to be a little preview. Oh, look at this one sinking. The pupa, yes. Let's see. Okay, so this is inside a ship. A steamer that has the chimney there. It's a bunch of people posing. Would it be the worst, like, if we got people, as long as it's not too many people and they're not covering very important parts, we can clone stamp them out. Main issue is, you know, I want it to look like it's a ship in a storm, and I want to have like maybe dead people on the floor and the pupa in the middle being broken through. Modern picture of an old ship could be, but I think that's going to be harder to find than actual pictures from the time, because there are not many like surviving cargo steamers. Yeah, making it look old wouldn't be like a huge issue. And obviously if you take an actual old picture, it's gonna look more authentic, because it comes preloaded with all damage. Oh, cargo vessel build 1900. This seems bigger than the Storaker. Does it? No. That seems pretty similar. We have the lifeboat here. This is the actual ship in the story, by the way, which we're using for comparison. We got the lifeboat here. We got the lifeboat here. It actually seems like a damn similar ship. Hey, this actually goes hard. For now, that's my first option. Ooh, hold on. No, we got it. This is the fucking picture. We got it. We got a wave going through. It's meant to be, the ship was meant to be caught in a storm, so there is a storm happening. I'm gonna, sorry Bean, I thought you were gonna play with this. It was bothering you. The ship is caught in a storm. We got like, the ground is sopping wet. There's nobody to remove. We can make the sky look darker. Dramatic. There's more, there's more. Ooh, here's another even clearer one. Because this one, problem with this one, it is a bit out of focus. Which, you know, might be in our favor. This one gives us more space, more area inside the ship. As opposed to this one. That said, they could be combined. If I want to crop it a little higher, I could crop this like here, and then add a little bit of the sky from this one. Possibly. If they're not, they don't feel too different. They seem to be taken at the same moment though, so. Okay, we got 2, even 3 really good options. Sopping wet boat. Is that song lyrics play this? What song should this be sang to? Okay, I'm looking at them closely because I'm seeing some that might work, but what's this? It is a cargo ship, but it's full of whatever that is. Oh, it's Mr. Brightside. Let's see. I'm looking a little bit further because since we got 2 really good pictures, I'm seeing if we find any other good ones. And here's the Californian again. A 3rd picture from the same moments. And a 4th fucking picture from the same moment. That's even more dramatic. I was sincerely not expecting to find something this good. I was expecting to have to combine like at least 3 different pictures just to make the shape look like it's in a storm. But the Californian here served it to me in a silver platter. And here's the Californian again. With 2 guys. Next comes another hard part, which I want to have some like dead bodies on the floor, so we'll see how I find that. There's smuggling photographers. I ship them. It's always, every time I find a good picture, it's this ship. Amazing. Thank you, Californian. And here's another one. This is incredible. Just wild. Oh, here's another good one. With a captain, with a fucking, what's that? How do you call that thing? A sextant, right? I didn't know they used sextants in the early 20th century. I thought that would be out of vogue, but what's that thing? The device. Thingamajig. Anyway, this picture's good. Still not as good as the Californian ones. Ooh, look at that. Look at that smoke. Beautiful smoke. You know, it's not a burning ship, but I might include that smoke in the background as a little detail. We are celebrating 4 years of bug. Of this bug, specifically. Bean was not even born when I started doing horror arts. That's how old it is. That's a pretty dramatic one too, really cool. But too big of a ship though. Isn't that California, that ship that didn't help out the Titanic? No clue. But we can possibly look that up later. Shipyards are always such a cool, like, industrial, like, old school industrial image. I love them. Hey, you're not from the early 20th century. Don't fool me. The room in an ocean liner. They got fancy.
Are we making a fun little ship to give people a frighten?
If people are frightened. No, we just need the inside of the ship. Ooh. Bad picture, but it would have been cool. Oh, puppy. Everyone look at this dog. Another puppy. This is our day. This is truly our day. I'm also looking at pictures where you can see people. You can see like the captain and stuff of the ships, because that gives us possibly like clothing and hats and stuff to use for like the dead bodies on the ground. Because I can't just use a modern picture of a guy just lying on the ground, because the clothing has to be accurate. This one, we have some interesting poses that we could lie down on the floor, make them look a bit like the Family Guy death pose, perhaps. It's from the Museum of History and Industry, Seattle. Ooh, we'll see if that's an easy to search through
It's good
archive.
to use asleep, or else I might get jealous of those getting in the way of the constant stream of good vibes coming his way.
He's sleeping like right on the corner of the bed too. Oop. I moved him. He was spooked. Hello, Bean. You can keep sleeping. And he did just that. The precarious perch of sleepy times. Another puppy. Bean, don't look. Don't look, Bean. You're giving him a bone. Aww. There he is again. Sweet little boy. Don't get jealous, Bean. Oh man, Lois, this is worse than that time I was on the Stalker when we had this giant bug on board and everyone went crazy and killed each other. Hey, Michi. If I had a close picture of this, I could make two guys fighting. Like there's a punching pose. If only. We may only dream. Going great, Michi. Looking at ships and boats and other vessels. Ooh, after storm. Hell yes. Good picture. Today was a long day, but tomorrow you can rest all day. Hell yeah. Deserved rest. Ooh, dazzle camouflage. That was a type of camouflage that was on ships, where they would paint like random lines on it, so that when you saw it from afar, you couldn't really tell which way it was going, which way was the front, which way was the back. It just kind of made it harder to parse, which, you know, could give you an edge in naval combats, which is usually pretty far away. Whoa. That ship did not survive. That's pretty cool, although I don't know if it would fit the story to have just a hole torn through the hull. Honestly, the ship made it until people found it, so like the ship was just drifting. And I don't think it would be able to drift with that hull. What might have caused that? Probably a mine or something. You had 8 hours of exams? Holy shit. That's brutal. I'm glad you did well, pigeons. Another hole in a ship. Hey, here's another dazzle camouflage. They always look so funny. It's like so counterintuitive, right? That this type of camouflage could help you when it basically makes you stand out. But it makes sense when you think about it and you think that it's actually seen through really long distances. And it's meant not to make you invisible, but to make it harder to calculate the heading of the ship. Spidey, thank you so much for the follow. It's pretty cool, but it's a smaller ship than the one in the reference picture. Okay, now let's actually look through the pictures that we like, which are these ones, the ones from the Californian. They are from the National Parks Gallery. All right, are all of them from here? Yeah, all the ones from the Californian and National Parks Gallery. Okay. Sure. Why not? Whoa, we got a lot of pictures. We got to the engine room. Damn, these are cool as hell. Thank you, Blazes. Have a good lurk. I'm gonna download all of these. Original TIFF version. Uncompressed image. Are you kidding? Thank you. The National Park Gallery is feeding me today. I love all these ones of the deck because it just gives you a very dramatic scene for, you know, the ending of the story. And the ship looks very, very similar to the Storaker from the story. So I'm going to download all of these. Here we have some good waves in the background. I don't love the picture as much, but I like the background. Look at the big wave here. These are dope. Only 8K away, hell yeah. Yeah, Dazzle Cam is really cool. For those who want to see more, like... It's really freaky when you see like a big complex ship with it. Because it really makes you confused. Well, like, where's the front? Where's... Like, it feels like it's coming towards you in different places here. These are silly. There you go, in case you were curious. We have people in the engine room. Guy looking through. Burnt picture. Got a bunch of people posing. Oh, I didn't download this one, which was the first. So many great pictures. Are these all unfiltered results? Okay, it returned 30 results. So that's all the ones we got. Tim Burton as ships. There's another one from the heavy weather. And there's a calmer picture. See that we have so many pictures of this ship, the Californian. I feel like it might be cool to maybe have an intermediate. So we have the picture I have in mind, which is, you know, there's a storm, there's someone dead on the board, and there's the pupa in the middle, and it's opening up, it's breaking, something's breaking out of the pupa. It's like mid breaking out of the pupa. But before that, temporarily before that, having an image of the ship and a bit more of a calm weather with, and I don't know, it could be people fighting or something, just to show kind of an escalation. We are putting the book in a boat. Yes. Yes. If you read the original story, you know, they dig it out of the ground in southern Sweden, and they were bringing the ship, they were bringing the artifacts from the excavation to not Stockholm, to Denmark, to Copenhagen, and but the ship got in a storm during the return trip, and when they found the ship, it was drifting and there was nobody on it. So that's the original story. What we are doing right now is expanding from here to here, giving the story a bit more, you know, length and depth. Thank you, Mitchie. Yes, the reason we're going back to this story is because this is the very first horror story I ever did, and I did it exactly 4 years ago today. Always knew the Swedes were hiding something. People in the engine room, the pupa. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. We have a bunch of engine room pics. What? I guess we don't have pictures of a cargo hold. The only inside pictures we got is the engine room. and these ones from the storm. I like this one. These two kind of have a skeevy vibe to them, like they're scheming something. I just realized I was kind of out of the camera. These two look like they're scheming something, right? It could be something like they're not letting me see. Okay, so it is all being told through a diary of Ture, who's the main archaeologist. And it could be during the trip, like Ture starts getting more obsessed, but all the other people as well. And at some point, Ture's like, they're not letting me see the pupa. They're not letting me touch it. And we get this picture, and they're standing in front, and you can see the pupa in the back. And they're kind of standing guard, basically, because everybody's like more and more on edge, and everybody's kind of starting to get more obsessed with it. Because initially I was thinking a fight, but first of all, finding pictures of people dressed accordingly to the fashion of the time, fighting would be really hard. And second of all, it's like a you know, it doesn't feel like a very natural point to take a photo. Like some people are fighting and you're just there taking a picture. I don't know. I guess in this case, it's not the most natural point to take a photo either, but it's more doable than the fight, I think. Although I did find a picture of, hold on, these guys. Kind of doing an effort here. Hard to make them feel like they're fighting though. And the picture doesn't seem very good quality. 600 pixels. Okay. What is this? What is this museum? Let me see if I can find a better version of it. Search. Round the capstan. Will we be lucky? No results. Okay. Maybe it's not in that website. Let me run it through TinEye. Okay, let me download it. And then drop it on TinEye. Okay, there is a bigger version of this image. Nope. It's just blown up to that size, but it's not actually bigger. Damn. Not available in my region. Screw you. Yeah, in any case, it wasn't what we were looking for, so it was worth a try though. Okay, I did like this one for the smoke from the Library of Congress, so it should be fairly easy to find. Come on, Library of Congress. There we go. Okay. That is downloading. We'll let that download. It's large TIFF, so it'll probably take a bit. Another potentially skeevy looking guy in the same place as the others, which is funny. Is it the same as this guy, or does it just have similar vibes? Could be the same guy. It does look really similar, but it's kind of washed out in this picture. Anyway, did I download this? Let me check. No. Didn't download Skeevy Guys. Nope. Let me download this one as well while we're at it. And what's the other one? This one. Hairline look different. I mean, I'm very bad at faces, so you're probably right. The steamship Mikapoo. That's a good name. Okay. Oh, it's starting to give me modern photos. So I think this search won't give me much more. Oh, here we have a big cargo hold, but that's a much bigger ship. Looks like. Yeah, looks like a huge ship. You went to see a musical with your family recently and it turned out to essentially be a folk jukebox musical about cannibalism after a shipwreck. That sounds wild. We have people pulling, which could potentially work in a fight scenario, but probably not the best. Also, the picture doesn't seem really good. Oh, we got a guy lying down. That could be part of the... Could be part of the scene with the dead bodies at the end. So let's see if we can find this. Digitalt Museum is a really good repository of many different museums from Sweden and Norway. They have really good archives. Not a great picture. That's sad. Did it download? As a WebP? This is outrageous. You WebP, yeah. I hate that file format. It's not even supported by Photoshop. If I could just drop it on Photoshop, I wouldn't care that much. But the fact that I have to convert it online to a PNG before dropping it in Photoshop is infuriating. And in the meantime, Photoshop is only adding AI bullshit to their apps. Not actually useful stuff like opening newer file formats like WebP. You'd think it would be easy since it's really similar to PNG, I think. But whatever. Certified Adobe moments. True. Okay, turns out there are more pictures of cargo ships. I'm gonna end this search. I'm gonna get to the end of this. Just to see if there are any good pictures of just people working in ships that could be used for a fight. Potentially this one could be really good. To sail ship, but you know, just the guys on their own. I could also potentially search for like crewmen, or ship's crew. There's probably a search I can do. That'll give me hopefully more pictures like the ones I want. This picture is really cool. What's up with the sun? But I love how dark it looks. What a cool picture. What are we looking? Early 1900s, yeah. Or yeah, you could say like late 1800s. Like, well, I'm currently looking from 1880 to 1930. It is a fairly wide net, but I don't think like the uniforms of ship's crews would have changed that much in that time, so I think it's fair net to cast. Whaling ships? I think it's a bit late for whaling ships, that era. I don't know, but this guy, no, it's not much of an active pose. The good thing about actual fights, like if we want to do a fight that looks realistic, it's not going to be a perfect pose of someone punching. It's usually two guys holding each other. It's like a very aggressive hug. Which is why I'm like looking at pictures of like sailors working, like pulling things. That sort of thing could work well for a fight scene. But I'm not holding out hope for that specific image. But, you know, I'm looking at all the options, looking at all these pictures of people loading cargo ships. Come on, load images. Could have been a good picture. A huge bug just flew into your room. Run, run. They're onto you. Whoa, look at this burning ship. Youch. Like, what a cruel fate to burn at sea when you're literally surrounded by water. Ooh, look at this cool deck. Which honestly could work. Like, obviously we'd have to remove all the other ships. I'll have to see if this picture here, the Borodino. Let's see if it's similar enough to the Storaker. It has a double deck with the chimney in the back, which is very, very similar to the Storaker. The story here is the ship, and if you missed it before, it's the ship that in the actual story here. Okay, where is it? Here, and it has the same sails with these things. It actually looks pretty spot on to the Storaker. Submarines, yeah, submarines is even worse. Hey Cass, Twitch gave you no notifications? Damn. Thank you, Twitch, great work. Whoa! Hold your horses. We got it. We got the crew. The warehouse. Okay. Oh, that's a dope picture. Let's see the source. See if there's any bigger images. Can I download that? License an image? What? There's no download button. Let's see, hold on, I got a Dezoomify. Dezoomify takes these files that you can zoom through and basically creates like a composite image with them. But sometimes it doesn't work. So, no luck. Where is it? Here. Yeah, I'll just get the 2000 pixels wide image. I was just seeing if there was anything better than that, but even the zoomed in image didn't seem much better than this, so. I feel like I also learned so much from the way you research and source stuff. Yeah, me too. I learned so much just by, I don't know. I'm learning how cargo steamers looked like in the early 1900s. I would have had no other reason to learn about this, but now I am, and it kind of makes you, puts you in the, makes you feel like you're in that time a little bit. I think that's cool. But yeah, that cargo hold on this ship looks super cool. It looks so messy. And I think we could have the pupa just there in the middle of these items, just kind of looking where those two point eyes there looking towards us. And maybe two guys in the front like, don't go. You're barred. You got sensory issues and have to do the dishes. Good luck, guys. You got this. Okay, I'm gonna save these two to my little collection. There we go. Okay. Good thing that I looked through these images. I was about to give up on the search and just go with the images we had, but I'm glad we didn't. And we're on the last page here. That's 34 pages we've looked through. Most of them are just, exterior views of ships, which is not what we're looking for. Okay, that's all of the images. And God, I want to see if we find enough pictures of like, let's see, ship crew from same 1880 to 1930. And let's see if we can find some good pictures of like crewmen working, pulling on stuff. Puppies. Good dog. Yes. Oh, a monkey. Oh, they're posing with the puppies. And the puppies can't stay still, so they're all blurry. Look at this whack facial hair. Hell yeah, dude. Rockets. It's clearly confident about it, and you know, you gotta respect that. See, this sort of pictures would have been great if they weren't like 3 pixels big and with so much contrast that they're basically black and white. God damn it, they're all like that. Why? Why do you do this to me? There's a specific insult against me. Obviously, most of these pictures are just gonna be people posing like this. But we're here to find the others. We're here to find the ones, the people working, hoisting things, punching each other, hopefully. It's 3 pixels, I swear to God. Puppy. Blurry puppy. I'm thinking though, what if I just looked for fights? Just fight, just people punching each other, not JPEG. Isaac does his best. Thank you for the follow. And I think I missed a follow from Amnesiac a few minutes ago. Thank you as well. 1880 to 1930. Okay, fight, fight, fight. We got boxing. Got bullfights. Come on. Give me just a couple dudes punching each other. We got Princeton students after a freshman versus sophomore snowball fight. Oh my fucking god. That sounds like a stone fight. That looks brutal. These people are mangled. Oh my god. I don't know. I've never had too many snow fights. It doesn't snow a lot where I'm from, so maybe I just didn't have hardcore enough snow fights. I love that they just switched for an official picture after getting their faces all bruised. They definitely just pack snow around rocks and call that a snowball, yeah. Kitties. Hold on, it's giving me a bunch of writing. There's 20,000 images? What? Why? Do we go hard at Princeton? Are you from Princeton? That's a really good picture. If only it wasn't like boxers. It would have been great. Yeah, I didn't think that it would be... Wait. Look at these two. Oh my god, they're having the time of their lives. Just fighting for sport. They don't look like crew members on a ship though. They're too fancy. But it is a good damn picture. Oh, there's more. This one is in a ship, but it looks like it's from a movie, yeah. Oh, an illustration. They're having so much fun there. Riots. Haha. Good call. Yeah, why not? Let's look for riots. Okay, there's less images of that. Most of them are drawings. There's someone being killed. People getting arrested. Anarchists. Is it still a time period where cameras took a while? No. Like today, you have longer and shorter exposure times, but that was only for like the very, very early history of photography, like 1850s. It advanced pretty quick. But you know, you still got like the dogs that were moving around there in the picture to look a bit blurry and stuff. So there's a little bit of that. Thank you for the safe reminder, but we haven't even opened documents yet. We have many pictures. I have yet to put them together though. Riots, just mostly crowds. Hard to pick out like people fighting specifically. Ooh, this is a lynching. That's awful. Yeah, okay, this fight is not gonna give us anything. We have another movie scene. Most of this boxing. And these two guys. See, this one is wearing tights and stuff. Doesn't really look like a crew member from a ship. You gotta save some pictures, that's true. What monster would I set loose in an office setting? I don't know. Do you want it to be a metaphor for anything specific? Like something that rampages through an office building, or something that slowly picks them off one by one. It's the questions you gotta be asking. What's going on here? This guy with a gun and this guy with a sword. Beachcomber's arguments. I mean, they're posing for it. Yeah, Robert E. Howard and his friend Edward Vinson posing in a photograph entitled Beachcomber's Arguments. This would have been good if it was a picture and not a drawing. You just imagine office job Bigfoot. If I were to do something with office horror... See, the problem is I've never worked in an office setting. So it's something I can't find good metaphors for. But I would, you know, I would use the monster as a metaphor for bad working conditions and abusive bosses. I think that's where I would start. And it's something like Insidious that lives in the vents and takes people out one by one. Or, you know, it could be stress or burnout. Monster could work as many things, depending on what you do with it. Street fight. Oh, here we have other two kids. Street fight might give us better results, yes. Is it gonna, yeah. 1980, 1930. This is horrifying when working out of office, the feeling of being watched. Bullpen is panopticon, I like that. Getting locked in the stairwell without the ID card. Stuff that's been in the office kitchen for too long. A rake-like monster in an office. I was talking to some lady. Watch that when you had COVID and could not tell you what it was. That is fair. Oh, that's straight up World War II. Looks like those helmets. We're getting a lot of war scenes with street fights, which makes sense if you think like fighting in the streets. Join the tanks. What's this cat? Cats used for propaganda. Don't worry, Bean, I'll never use you for propaganda. Only for bean propaganda. Only stuff that benefits the bean. Hard to find pictures of people mid-fights. Yeah, this is giving me unrelated results. I'd say it was worth a search. But like things like ship crew are probably better. Honestly, this one with the guy with the gun, at least, I feel like could work. We got two images. This one's a really grainy scan, so let's go with this one. No higher resolution available. Not the best, not the best. But first I'll look through TinEye, see if there's anything bigger. Alamy has the other version. here is a version that has a little bit more edge around it. But that seems to be it. It's the same image. But in the Wikipedia one, someone added a little bit of contrast. So, let me save this. And it's a damn WebP. I'm gonna murder somebody. Truly awful. I hate WebPs. Okay, I'm gonna convert the 2 WebPs I got to PNG. There we go. They are converted. It doesn't take that long. It's just annoying. Have you tried Mutiny? Oh, in a search. I was like, is that a game? I don't think Mutiny is gonna give us a lot. I'm not holding out hope, but... because it's rare that someone would have taken a picture of the mutiny, right? Just in general, everyone should try a little mutiny. We must go back in time for it to stop the WebP from being invented, yes. Please. Nothing good for mutiny. Oh, was worth a try. Got these 2 guys fighting. They're too happy about it though. And yeah, continuing the search through ship crew. Most of them obviously are just crew posing. Oh, all the ones that I like, them pulling it's kind of more active scenes. They're all blurry or 3 pixels big. But at least we got puppies, so gotta take what we can take. And they're all the same. Oh my god. They just blurred together. Okay, how about ship workers? And again, I hate that for every search we gotta put on the gears. They should save that from the previous search. I did find this one, which is not great, honestly. Yeah, Capri. Same brain cell there. Got guys welding. Whoa, look at that big piece. No luck so far. Oh, the guy's shoveling. Eh. Got this guy called Pounder and Gunner. What a title. Not the best pose though. Oh, look at the blurry movement here. Looks like a ghost. And this search is better though. It's giving us more like workers in general, but I don't mind that. What's this? Hey, yeah, yes, Rob. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Sora brought people. Hey, everybody. How was your stream, Roth? What did you guys do? We are over here working on a little bit of horror arts. Thank you for the follow, Jesse. And just to give you guys a little context, I make horror art using Photoshop. And this thing, these two edits of archaeologists pulling out a huge pupa from the ground, was the very first piece of horror art I did exactly 4 years ago now. So today we are kind of revisiting and expanding a little bit on that very first story I did. But if you want to see just more of my work in general, you can check it out here. I will post a link. I don't know why it's not loading. There it is. Thank you. There you go. There's a link to my website if you guys want to check out more of my work. There's a little bit of body horror, so if you don't mind that, click ahead. Like this one I did today. Well, I actually did it 2 days ago. I'm really proud of how this one looks, honestly. It's a false caustics. If you didn't see the text, it says, if you go to the pool this summer, watch out for false caustics. They look like the dancing lights at the bottom of the pool, but they stay mostly still. False caustics, priadosis, are in fact siphonophores that colonize pools with poor filtration systems. If you swim through them, they will burn your skin. Their sting is rarely fatal, but it causes excruciating pain that can last several years. These siphonophores are colonies of tiny organisms related to jellyfish. They're the only known species in their group to live in fresh water, and likely imitate caustics as a form of camouflage. There we go. Just a bit of body horror, you know. Just a regular, normal amount of body horror. You know how it is. And yeah, just to read this story to you guys, and for anyone who came in the second half of the stream, this is that very first story that I did that we're continuing today. So I'll explain a little bit. I'll just read you the story directly. The following pictures and documents were retrieved from the remains of the ship Storaker. Its crew and most of its cargo lost in a storm off the coast of Denmark while returning from an archaeology expedition to the Viking burial ground of Sundrum. Excerpt from the diary of the main archaeologist, Ture J. Arne, pictured right on item 2, here. 22 of March 1905. Today we dug up something strange. It wasn't far from the other graves in the area, but it was buried deeper. The extraction was difficult since it had become encased in a hard piece of sandstone we had to break through. This artifact, it doesn't look like anything we've seen from the Vikings. It seems too detailed from one of their carvings. And the dark stone it's made of, certainly not from the region. A piece of loot from one of their raids, perhaps? We'll have to bring it back to Copenhagen and analyze it further. The crew is quite disturbed by the artifacts, and I've heard far-fetched speculation about its origins. As much as I hate to admit it, it makes me feel uneasy too. There's one more thing that I'm hesitating to write down. When I touched its surface, I felt a very slight vibration, nearly imperceptible. None of the others seemed to notice. Thinking back on it, that was likely the result of a tired mind and imagination stirred by old wives' tales. Tomorrow we'll load it on the ship with the rest of the findings and come back to the museum. and the remains of the ship Storker found on the 6th of April 1905 in the Kattegat area. The ship was heavily damaged. No living crew was found on board. This was the original story I did 4 years ago, and it was my first dipping my toes into horror. But I feel like it could use a little bit of depth. So what I'm doing is the events on the ship, you know, the part of the story that's skipped over for mystery. We're actually going to add to that. We're going to make it into a bit more of a full story. So continuing from here, we'll load in the ship with the rest of the findings and come back to the museum. I want to have 2 images. First of them is going to be an image in the in the cargo hold of the ship, something like this, with the pupa kind of just here in the middle, like among all the boxes, and somebody standing in the front, kind of doing as a guard, kind of not letting people pass. And the archaeologist is going like, you know, people are getting paranoid. They are, I need to see the artifact. I need to go see it again. Kind of becoming the archaeologist himself becoming obsessed with it. But clearly other people on the ship are also becoming obsessed with it. Fights are breaking out, and clearly someone has been posted as a guard to not let people through, to keep the peace in the ship. And then later on, we get one last scene from the ship, which is once again the archaeologist. And we're gonna have an image like this during the storm. Wait, is it letting me? Oh no, because it's a TIFF. Hold on. We're gonna get an image during the storm like this. One of these, I got a bunch of them from a similar ship that was caught in a storm. An image like this, and there's the pupa is there in the hold, opening up, and something's coming out, like something's exiting the pupa that we can't clearly see like fully. And there are dead people like on the hold. They're being carried by the water. I don't know exactly which picture we'll use. Maybe this one will be a little clearer. This one's pretty good too. I don't know. There are many really good ones that we could pick from here. So yeah, we have the like dead people on the ground to imply that there was a final struggle among the people of the ship, and the archaeologist saying like, I'm the only one left. I took care of all the others. Finally it's mine. And you know, that's the last we see of either the pupa or the archaeologist. How about that? Developed the story pretty much during the stream, because I did have a vague idea of what I wanted to make, but it kind of came together as I was looking for images. So obviously we won't finish this stream, but let's see how far we can get. Let's see. How about, got a document here. I can start by putting all the storm pictures in here. Okay, it's gonna have to be a little smaller than this size. I'm gonna have to cut it down a bit. And he and the bug live happily ever after. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Just so we don't get any of the edges. And let's see, with a crop, let's see, ratio 4 to 5. It gives us a really good crop. Okay, so these pictures were 4 to 5 originally. That's what we're going to be working with. That's going to be, hold on, I'm going to save this as Megalomorpha pupa 3, because I guess, would this be 3? 2B. The first one's going to be 2A. There we go. That'll do. This one's going to be 2A. I'm going to have them both open for now. If it starts slowing Photoshop down, I will close one of them, but let's see, Megalomorph. Got A open. Delete this one, open B. Can't find the sleep anymore. Okay, Capri, have a good sleep. Thank you for coming. Okay, let's see. Go to my downloads. Let's get to the cargo holds. No, that's the wrong one. Here. Ooh, that's really close to 4 to 5. Gonna crop it a little bit like this. Okay. So this will be the base for the first image. And this one will go for the second image. And here we can put these guys in a standing guard. Or it could be, also got these two, which, oh look, same guy. And I think same two guys, yeah. Yeah, these guys look the same. This guy's a little harder to see, but I think the ears match. I don't know, I'm not great at faces, as has been established, so I could be very, very much wrong. They were bunkmates. Looks the same, like the same boat. Oh yeah, these two are from the same boat. That's confirmed. All of these are from the same boat as well, called the California, or the Californian. So let's see. These ones, I mean, they're good. They kind of have a skeevy face, like I'm not letting you through, but this guy has to be holding on somewhere. We don't really have. Okay, let's select the guys out. Let's see if Photoshop decides. Yep, Photoshop correctly guessed who we were referring to. I could move his arm. Or I could have him be off to the side. I wonder if that's the correct. I don't really have a good way to estimate the size of things in this image. Because the boxes could be big boxes, they could be small boxes. The only thing we got is the ceiling, which, you know, it's ship. Ceilings tend to be pretty small on ships. especially on something like a cargo hold. And then there's a path. The path is meant to be walkable by a human, so that's the only clues we got. You fetched a pizza for you, guy? Hell yeah. I wish I had someone to fetch me pizza today. Hammy, are you available? That's a bread twist. Needs to with some type of twisted bread. I think this is probably the best pose. Oh, Photoshop got a bit of the ship into the selection. And this too. Pizza dough shaped into a twist shape and then smothered in a flavored sauce. That sounds good. Thanks for the save reminder. These guys need to be darker, I think. Or just in general more contrast. Alright. Yeah, I think this could potentially work. I would probably remove this sack so that this guy doesn't look like he's like bumping against the sack. And then we gotta find a good spot for the pupa. Current and below. There we go. Okay, that's really repetitive here. Doesn't matter here because that's being covered. Like, let's unrepeat it. That's a little better. And tomorrow, I'm gonna go have lunch at a fancy restaurant. I'm really excited. Don't get to do that often. But yeah, a friend is taking me to cool restaurants in the area. So the only thing I need to do is not fall asleep or wake up before lunchtime, which is hard with my sleep disorder, but I will manage. I'll manage for a special occasion. Fine dining.
Oh, fancy ball.
I'm letting myself afford little luxuries like this. Since these months, since I'm at my parents', I'm saving a lot. Well, not a lot, but I'm increasing my savings. So I was like, I deserve a treat. Occasionally. And I guess it is not planned, but I guess it can be a celebration as well of 4 years of horror arts. Did I, by flipping these guys, did I mess anything up? No, because their emblems are symmetrical. I feel strongly that the little treat is incredibly important. That's true. Okay, now we look for moth pupa. Pupae? However you say that. We could take this little bean, who is already pupa shaped. It's getting ready to molt. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the browser. As you can see, I had many tabs open. I gotta close some tabs. This is getting ridiculous. Anything I've downloaded, I'm gonna close. Or anything I don't think I need. It's downloaded. Didn't download this one yet. This guy's cool. I think I'll use this fight. Or this one. Okay. I've managed to close a bunch of my tabs, thankfully. As a grad student, I'm constantly driven to survive another day by a little treat. Does the bean cam shape have the ear tip? Yes. I had to include that. It is bean shaped. Fully bean shaped. Although honestly, I could make it more bean shaped, but it's just a circle with the 2 ears. With the tip of the ear cut as well. Just like the boy. Which one is it? This. Okay, so pupa. Moth pupa. Since I first searched this, I discovered iNaturalist, which is the best place to find animal pictures in general. That said, there's a specific species of moth, and I don't know if I remember which one it is, but I have the inkling that if I go to this, which is the Photoshop document, it's a PSB, pretty large boy. If I go to the Photoshop documents, you upload on there? Hell yeah. Hope you make your images CC0 for me. Okay, this is the original Photoshop. My god, I was not clean. Okay, here's the original image. One of them, at least. And it's just the pupa, but I want to see group 4. Navigating my own old documents is a mess. Especially from back then, because oh my god, I was even worse. Where the hell did I keep the group with the... I have no clue. Group 4. This must be it. Oh, you can't see because of Bean. But that's better for you. You don't want to see these layers. Okay. Here's the original picture. How about that? Oh god. The audio just did a thing. Thank you, Photoshop, for ruining my audio. Yeah, this is the original picture. I think it was from Wikimedia. But that's the one. Hylophora cecropia. Cecropia moth. Which I think is one of the biggest ones around. Let's see. Yeah, it's a big lad. They're beautiful. They got eye spots. They're as big as a hand. Colorful little guys. They're great. Okay, so look for Cecropia here.
Digus motus.
Digus motus. Here it is, Cecropia moth. This is really good. Oh my god. Hall of Fame picture. Perfect framing. Look at that. Look at the caterpillar. So funky. Now we'll see if we can find pupae that are out of the cocoon. Because that might be hard, but hopefully we'll get lucky. You're probably right, there's no better picture in existence. I'll concur. Oh, poor boy. You're missing a wing. That's sad. Here's a bird eating one of the pupae. Oh, little guy. Caterpillars are large too. Look at this. Oh, this picture, I was like, what's this arm? What's this? I was so confused by the perspective. I was like, that's a huge caterpillar, but that's a tiny ass arm. Go to the gym. Oh my god. It tricked me. Okay, sadly no pictures of the pupa without a cocoon. This is so fucked. Okay, let's try. And if it isn't Cecropia, we'll find another cool moth cocoon. It doesn't have to be that one necessarily, but it is the original one I used, so it is. It has a place in my heart. Okay, let's try Wikimedia. Search for Cecropia. Look at some ladies' fursona. Damn, nothing here. Oh, I think I might have found it on Wikimedia, but it wasn't CC0. Yep, here it is. It's attribution share alike. Which, you know, the whole piece is already attribution share alike, so I don't mind. And it is a large picture, like this is really high quality. There's podcasts that just audio forensic files, but you have to sleep. Okay, where's the other? Okay, this is another picture of the same. Looks the same, right? Is it just a zoomed in version or cropped version? That appears to be the case. And there's a side view. And there's also a plant called Cecropia, which is where we're getting mixed results. Okay. I think we're out of luck, yeah, for the cocoons. Only those pictures. Which is not a lot. But you know, I think we can open up the search here on my naturalists to maybe the whole genus, right? So we get still related species. Here's a kitty again. Bye, kitty. And it seems to be mostly Cecropia still. Oh no, that's Columbia silk moth. Okay. They look really alike. Actually, the Columbia, or oh, and the Glover, these ones, the Glovery ones, look beautiful. Look at that scarlet color. I think they're even more beautiful than the Cecropia. Look at that. Beautiful. Few dead ones, sadly. That's how life goes. No luck yet, though. Look how torn these wings are. That's metal. There's a goth moth. Damn, they can really get them torn. Golf moth sounds perfect, yeah. Damn, no luck with pupa here. Oh, you can say you can put it on live stage. I had never seen this. God dang it. This saves us so much time. Yeah, this just gives you the pupa, but they're all encased. Okay. Let's go even further out to the whole tribe. And once again, pupa. It's gonna be the pictures from before, but also the pictures from every related species. And hopefully we get lucky. We'll see. Yeah, it's a great site. I love it. It's an amazing resource. You just want pictures of any species. Hello, Bean. Did you hear me, Bean meow? Oh, look at this thing. Holy shit. It's like a Luna moth, but more goth. Like a Luna moth during its edgy phase. That's the Luna moth. Beautiful. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those eye spots too. So scary. Okay, so let's go all the way to... Oh, look at this. Ooh, hello, Bean. Go on. Oh, yeah, my boy. Look at the wiggle. Let's see if we can find more. Life stage. Whoa. Whoa. We're finding the gothest of moths today. Holy shit. This guy's like an edgy Sonic OC of bugs. This guy's called like Deathstalker the Hedgehog or something like that. Look at that. Beautiful moths. What does that evolve into? Let's see. Oh. Whoa, they have like the souls of the undead on their wings. Truly goth moths during their whole lives. Yeah, it just looks like screaming phases on the edges. That's scary. So scary. Don't tempt me to shittily draw that hedgehog. Ooh, Bean is falling asleep. Yeah. Also, rosy maypole moths. They're so cute. Someone put hi. I think it's the first time I see a meme in iNaturalist. Or, you know, something approaching a meme. Spanish moon moth? You're telling me I can find this in Spain? Hell yeah, hopefully I find this one day. Okay, so we're going to photo licensing 0 and pupa. Let's see if we're lucky and it's all not all pupae in their cocoons. Oh no, this one got destroyed. Rip. I love it when caterpillars look weird and silly. It's great, yeah. Moths can get really silly. Both the caterpillars and the adults. Oh no. Why? Why? Why'd you do this to me? Oh, look at this cool cocoon. Oh, it's in there. So close yet so far. Do they just roll up a leaf? Does look like it, right? To make the cocoon. Yeah, they just roll up a leaf. That's smart. Oh, dang luck. This is so sad. You can open up to... What was that being? CC by? Oh. Hello. Bean is looking with me. Giant peacock moth. Looks a bit different, but with a bit of modification, it could give us a third, because I have two pictures of the moth cocoon, and I don't want to repeat them twice again, you know? No, actually, I have one that I haven't used. The one that's like standing on the back. So that one I might use for the last image. But for the second to last image, I need something new. I don't want to start repeating images. Okay, so far this one is promising. Oh, this one's just the head. Another one that got eaten. But it could be used, the head could be used. Whoa, where are you going? Okay. Hopefully we're lucky and we find one or two more. Keep dozing off and see pupa. What am I looking for? Well, guess what I'm looking for? Pupa. But yeah, the ones outside the cocoon, the exposed ones. Oh, another one that got munched on. Ooh, okay. This one could be... It's too dirty, unfortunately, but... It could be when it leaves the pupa. The polyphemus moth. Yeah, that pupa looks really similar to the one you used, so... That's another polyphemus. With a bit of pretty bad shadow on it. Let's see if the observation has anything better. Not a ton. Polyphemus moths are really cool. They have a little transparent part of their wings, which is really, really dope. Pupa, I hardly knew her. Dean, what you up to? I don't know what he's doing. So, this one potentially... He's using a scratching toy. Nothing bad. Yes! Jackpots. Got a few images, but the ones we're concerned with are this one. No, actually not that good. It's too far away and not a great camera. But this one, got to original size. Potentially good, at least for the top part of it. It looks very similar to the original one we used. Found something you might like? Is a white marked tussock moth. It is hairy. Yeah, that's a hairy boy. Is the pupa hairy though? It is. Ooh. Hairy pupae. I had never seen this. That's so strange looking. That's so interesting. No, you can't bite cables. We have been through this. Okay. This one could be good. Hold on, I gotta distract the boy with his toy. He is biting cables again. He's been obsessed with the internet cable this week. And it's really hard to get his mind off it. Like, it's impossible to persuade a cat to drop something. You're just gonna distract him with something better. What do you find, Sarah? Ooh. Oh, hairy. It looks too different from the original. But I think I've seen this collection of pictures. Because I think it has a black and white pupa. And you just reminded me of it. Let's see if we're lucky looking for a pupa here. Yes, yes. There was silver spotted tiger moth. We did use these, of course. That's the fisherman's pupa. It looks a bit different, but if we use it from the side, I think it should look similar enough that it doesn't matter too much. Fortunately, it's a really high contrast image. It might work for the cargo holds. Thank you, Sora, because you just reminded me that this collection existed. It's not a really large image, but... Let me get this one too. Although I think I have this, I've used this one in the Fisherman's story. So maybe I won't repeat it. And let's see this one. This one seems a little drier. And also a little less contrast, which is good. Oh, here's a wasp. Parasitoid wasp. Attacking a pupa. Butterflies could sometimes not hatch. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, maybe it got attacked by a parasite or something. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. There's a weevil pupa, and it fucking looks like an angel statue. It's so good, isn't it? I need to use this one in Megalomorpha one day. I have been thinking of doing a Megalomorpha weevil. I just haven't figured out exactly what that looks like, but... Just the extended wings like that. So wild. It's so cool. There we go. Hello, Bean. Yeah, play with your toy. Your toy. Here's a small one. Too small, perhaps? Yeah. That's a Shedinja, yeah. Well, Shedinja are not pupae. They are molts from true bugs, from hemipterans. From cicadas, that's what it was. Look at this one, where you can see all the stages. That's so cool. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, but we have found some good pictures. Where was I? I was somewhere over here. There we go. Just looking at this observation. Just the one image. Hello. That's a full pupa. That looks very similar to the one we used, only from the side. Gonna download. Pupa 1, sorry Bean. I'm using one hand to play with Bean. I'm gonna put the toy in my pocket, which is something I do. I put the stick in my pocket, and as I move my arm and stuff, it'll shake around, and that'll often be enough for Bean. Hey, I could. Okay, it's pupa 2. What did you get, Sora? Hold on, it has a coma. A long one, but if shortened, could work. Public domain. Good find. This is a really good one. Hell yes. And it's from a Cecropia. It's exactly the species too. That's one of the best ones we've had. That has to be possibly my favorite so far. Wait. There's more. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Cecropia moths are really large. Okay. I hear. There we go. This was not the biggest, but honestly, for the size we're looking for the image, it could work quite well. What is this one? It's just telescoped into itself. Okay, we have reached the end. I think we got enough. Ladybird or pupa? Ooh, cute. Okay. We're back. Let me close that Photoshop document because it's huge. And we're back to this one. I might do, when I update this story, this story, sorry, you see that the original pictures look like this. There's a bunch of just random stuff that I added to the pupa just to make it look creepier, because at the time it was just meant to be a one-off thing. So it has like a lamprey mouth here, and I mixed the wings with like legs from a crab, I think. There's just like random stuff. So I will probably make a version without that for the updates and fix up a couple errors probably. But I don't know if I'll do that on stream. I might do that on stream. I don't know. But this stream, I'm gonna try to finish this image. Okay, so we got our guys standing guard, and here in the back is where I'm gonna put the pupa. So let's see the one that works best. Let's see, is this one too long? I think one from the side like this might work better for this image, because like we've already seen the pupa. Do you stumble upon any ape fly pupa photos? No, why? Are they cool? So yeah, I'm thinking from the side for this picture, because we haven't really seen it from the side yet. And I do have the actual one from the side here. But I feel like I might have lengthened it a little bit when I made it. Or at least slimmed it so it's not as so it feels a little longer, you know? So, Bean, don't do that. Bean, no. You dumbass. He keeps... Okay, so he's been doing this thing with his plate of water where he just keeps pawing at it. He just keeps pushing it a little. And I don't know why he does that, but he keeps putting water all over the floor. You dingus. And then he's confused about the water. And he complains about it. Like, why is this wet? I'm like, my dude, you did it. You did the wet. Now you're not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna get, hold on, I'm gonna get some paper so it doesn't soak into the wood. You dingus. You. You'll see he's gonna take the newspaper and start tearing it. So hopefully it doesn't make a worse mess. You're doing it again, Bean. Stop. Bean, para. This guy's dangerous. Can't leave him alone. Can't be like, why is there water in there? My kidding Christ, you slapped the water bowl. Come here, come on. My headphones. Come here. Yes, ma'am. Criminal caught in the acts. What do you plead? You plead silly. Dude, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do? He's escaping. Like, you'll never catch me alive. Okay, just forget about a water ball. Here. Play with your toy. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Gotta distract the boy. Jail for being 1,000 years. Okay, so what I'm thinking is doing a puppet warp. That'll shorten it, especially the back end of it. What was that be? Where's this toy? Just your toys. Hold on. Up. There you go. Okay, so what I was thinking is having the front part of it, as we saw in the video before, with the pupa that just started flexing its booty. This thing would start moving at some point, and I think it's going to be described in the journal. Like, it's moving now. Like, it starts off as just like very slight vibration, and slowly it starts moving more and more before it hatches. Hey, Salsa. How you doing? Bean? Don't knock the water ball again. I'm watching you. Look. Hey. There. I distracted him. I distracted him at the exact moment. Shh. No. It failed. It failed. Mission failed. There you go. I'm making him turn around. I'm confusing him. Yeah, do a flip. Do a flip. There you go. There, I gotcha. Finished hosting a D&D game. Nice. I miss D&D games. I was the eternal DM, but, you know, my group moved every person to literally a completely different place. One of my friends is in China. One of my sister is in Estonia. And the rest of them are in different corners of Spain. So that was the end of the D&D group. And one is in Poland now. It just gets wilder. Okay, so I'm putting some boxes in front, obviously. Shh, Bean. No more playing with the water ball. There you go. Distracting the boy. Making him do a bunch of exercise too. Because he keeps doing flips. There we go. Yeah, we really spread out. Which is, it's a bit of a shame too, because now that I'm back in Asturias, there's like only 2 of my original friend group. There's only 2 people left here. Okay, so we got the pupa going here. Now we're gonna add a bit of shadows to it. The bag sag. Oh yeah, that's the one I just removed. Yeah, very nice. Nope. Too dark. I think I need to do the levels on top of the shadows. Yes. Bean, water bowl. We have been through this. Don't. Do you understand? You understand, little man? He's just looking at his... He's crouching down next to his water bowl and just looking at it. Like, just in case it moves. What is he doing? This boy. This boy's crazy, I tell you. Okay, so we're gonna find the darkest spot in here, which seems to be around this. And then the brightest spot in here seems to be this. We're gonna calculate. That's 244 and 78. Oh shit. Ooh, my computer's froze for a second. Bean! That's the worst moment. Don't knock the water ball out. Come on. There you go. Just when I was distracted. Okay, I forgot now. What was I? No, Bean, please. Come on. Your most evil tendencies are at play today. Okay. 78. 78. Ooh, that's really bright for the shadows. And the other one is 244, which is not a lot. There we go. Dean, you're making this edit much harder than it needs to be. With your antics. You gonna go crash in bed? Okay, Sora, see you. Bean will behave, yeah. He's just being silly after sleeping for a long time. Looking for job opportunities that would allow you to move and to do new things. Yeah, that's fair. Hope you find them. Oh my god, Bean. Swear to God. Have you guys had that with our cats? Keep knocking over the water bowl? If so, do you have any tips to make them stop? Because like at some point he'll really make a mess and it'll seep into the water bowl, into the floorboards. It's really hard, actually. Yeah, he paws at it from the side. He just like keeps pushing it, and the water sloshes around and it drops. Mystery Master, thank you for the follow. He's doing it right now. Why does he do it? It's not that it's dirty. I cleaned it today, thinking it might have been that. This guy again just dropped a bunch of water again. Oh my god. You little guy. Come on. Go over there. I need. Oh, so. That again, Ian. Just like put it right in a little corner, so hopefully he can't push it. But I think he'll figure it out really quickly. It'll buy me some time though. We've got a wad of wet paper. There we go. This man's not letting me cook today. If I know they pour out the water to clear it out. Fountain could help, like running water. And instinctively implies that it's cleaner. Oh. Every was following accidentally click on follow. That's fair. No worries. Okay, so, but he doesn't like pour the water directly. He just pours at the bowl. But that might be it. That might be a running water type thing. The thing is that at home he never does that. At home in the Canary Islands, he just has a different bowl that I think is a little heavier, so he can't really knock it around. But here I got him like a smaller like metal bowl, which he can probably push easier. The way I picked up Bean looks so funny. He's in air jail for his crimes. Yeah, it might just be like getting a heavier plate. Could be it. Or something deeper maybe, so he can't knock water out. I will try if he keeps doing this, it's just a recent thing. Like, you know how cats will have suddenly an obsession where they really want to bite this one cable and a week later they forget about it. I think it's just his latest little obsession, but if he keeps doing it after a bit, I will do that. I will get one of those fountains. Wait, no, this should be darker. We got a darker shadow here. Okay. This is actually 21. Oh, that gives us way better range. Oh, see, currently he's obsessed with the water and my internet cable, which is not a great idea to bite my internet cable. Especially while I'm streaming, because he always seems to do this while I'm streaming for some reason. But yeah, hopefully in a week he'll have forgotten about it. Whatever is getting attention. Oh, true. If I'm giving him attention every time he bites that cable. But then if I don't give him attention, he bites the cable. It's a real head scratcher. What do I do with you? Oh my god, this guy. Yeah, I got him to stop biting the internet cable back at home, like not here. Because it was just kind of underground, on the ground, following the wall up to my computer, right? From like the wall to the computer. And I got him to stop by basically like sticking it to the little wooden thing on the base of the wall. I stuck it like above it, so he couldn't like pry it out anymore. And he stopped playing with that cable. But this one's not really in a position where I can do anything like that. Cord protectors could be worth it. The cat doesn't actually bite any cords or cables unless they move. Mine, like, it's fine for most cables, but sometimes it gets obsessed with like one specific one. Like, hey, Bean, come on, you're gonna pull it out. It's being chaotic today. Getting my attention. Maybe that's all you need. Just a little attention. I will give it to you. I'll give you attention, even though you've had attention the whole stream, my little boy. But if you want more, I'll give you more. You deserve it. You fuzzy criminal. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Come here, Bean. Come over. Come over. Yeah, there we go. Come over here. Come here. Come. No? Okay. There you go. There you go. Look. You can scratch. You can scratch your little nose against it, just like you like. There you go. Turns out he just wanted attention. He is very handsome, yes. That's all you needed. You needed some love. There you go. Cause mayhem, get love, yeah? What is it? What is it? What? Grabbing you, grabbing you. There you go. There we go. You're a good boy. You're a good boy after all. You just wanted hugs and kisses. And to play. Oh, 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 you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Be careful. Be careful. You're stretching too far. You're too long. You're too long. He's just... Look at this boy. He's going wild. Hey, shh, don't bite. Oh my god. What a day he's having. He's rarely this silly. It's active. This lower part is really hard with the sliding. The upper part is looking good. If a little bright, maybe. This bit, though, like the lighting is mostly coming. Bean, 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 bean. No, no cable. God damn this guy. He went right back to the cable. I thought I figured him out. Yeah, this moth has really, really high contrast in the original picture. Like so. It's hard to make it look brighter. He's still opening the door. Silly boy. He's figuring out how to open the door. Especially when it's like not perfectly closed. It's one of those doors that you really have to push in to close well. And Bean has figured it out. Thank you for the save reminder. Let me remove these guys so I can see the lighting a bit better. Hi, Bean. Come over here. Come up. If you want cuddles, you gotta ask for them. You can't bite cables to get cuddles. Your dog has minor separation anxiety and knows how to open doors. Oh my god. They're much smarter than we give them credit for. The funny part is that Bean opens the door for sport, because he doesn't really want to go out after. He just wants the door to be open. He'll pop his head out and then go right back in. He does it for the challenge. Yeah, this is looking a little better. Let me see. We're going too different from this. I mean, I will update the wings here so that'll look more similar. I have these little corners here. to make them look a bit more like eyes. It's too strong. It's better. I want to give it a little, just a little dots on top of it to make it feel like a deep recess with a little eye that's still looking at you. It's taken a lot of tweaking, but it's gonna get there. Put this in, maybe overlay to get a couple really shiny bits. He's trying to move. I successfully locked the water ball. He's trying to push it and he can't. I don't think it'll last a long time, but because he will figure it out sooner than later. But I think that has successfully bought me some time of not running around and cleaning after every time he spills. Little guy. Truly a mischievous little fellow. Let's see, that's 255. What is it? Does it feel like it's too bright on the white? You know what? Maybe what I need to do. Yeah, good luck, Bean. You're not gonna be able. It's locked in there. You did it. He knocked the water ball. Eat that. Get you. Be right back. Just ran out. I'll leave a little sliver of door open for him. Yeah, he just knocked a bunch more water off. I thought I had him. Oh, he's back. There we go. He's so smart. He figured out my ruse so quickly. Okay, so you were here. And I was gonna do some soft light here in the background. Trying again. This little guy. Swear to God. He's unstoppable. Okay, by adding a bit more contrast there. No, he already figured the trick out. He figured exactly where he needs to push from. I can't lock it again. Unless I figure out a better way of making it unknockable. I'll have to do it because I'm gonna leave him alone tomorrow all day. You know what? I will let him spill water and I'll clean it every time, but I won't give him attention, and that hopefully will stop him from doing it. And if he knocks the water and realizes, now I have no water for a while, he might become wise enough to say like, hey, maybe I need to stop knocking the water off. I think that's gonna be my strat. What do you guys think? Cat experts. Do you think that's wise? To just let him do chaos? Oh my god, he's just making it worse. Okay, I don't know if the... Hold on, maybe Bean Cam can pick it up. Okay, so... Oh, it's right behind the... There we go. There's Bean. And there is... Ignore the painting there in the background. It's just an empty canvas. Now he's... Oh, now he found the paper, the newspaper. And he's tearing it to shreds. What a little goblin. I'm gonna leave the camera here if it can stay. Ooh, that's a little. Hold on. Hold on, now the camera does not want to stay here. Alright, there we go. You can watch the chaos. At least it's not water. No, he knocked out 95% of the water already. There's not that much left. Are you done? Oh, you're gonna poop? Okay. Oh my god. I'd be annoyed if it wasn't so funny. Okay, darkening the area around it. That was definitely the right strat. There we go. Water's easy at least, could be worse. That's fair, yeah. The problem with water is that it can seep into the floorboards and then become a real mess. Like right after the stream, I'm gonna have to put some more newspaper, I think. Because that was a pretty big spill. I think there's no more water actually. I think there's actually no more water. Yep. His water is just like 3 drops and a fucking piece of newspaper. Oh my god. You criminal. What a mess. He's having fun. He's having fun playing with me. Some water fell on my phone. That's fine. Yeah, shading is really coming together. What's that mean? No. Give me that. Okay, I'm gonna allow this a little bit more contrast. Now that the background is better. He's back at it. Bean is back. Now you're knocking your food out. Oh my god. What is that? What did you just get? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Well, now it's scratching up against my legs. Trying to say sorry for the mess. Go clean it. All right. I would say we're pretty much good on the shading here. And now we have these guys I'm gonna put above that are kind of blocking the entrance, saying no, you can't go see your friend the pupa. And honestly, they don't look too bad lighting wise. I think they kind of work. I'm gonna shift the edge inwards a little. There we go. They just need a shadow behind them. Still going. Oh, he jumped on. That's where he puts I put up that little box there so I can look out the window. But right now, obviously, it's closed. So it's just like, where's the window? Where did it go? Little man's confused. There he goes, I guess. He's been wandering all about today. Okay, so just a little shadow behind our guys here. Bean. Yeah, he's speaking. Alright, so there's probably a few things I'll go through once I have all of the pictures together. But for now, I'm gonna call this one done. I just need a signature. And I'm gonna put it in one of the boxes. I feel like that's the obvious place, right? So I'm thinking, here's too bright. I'm thinking here. So I'm gonna take this and, or I'm gonna, maybe soft lights. Maybe that'll look better. I should probably do it just straight up like this. And then put it on the right orientation. And I want it to look stenciled on. Alright, that's probably how a stencil of my signature would look like, I guess. Maybe a little thicker on these here. There we go. And like so. Is that Screamer? All right. Looks pretty good. Now let's just add our classic final touches by doing a blur, a sharpen, and finally adding some grain and adjusting the overall tones. Gonna add a little bit of white vignette since the picture already has a little bit of that. I'm gonna enhance it. Then, as for the grain, it has to be a little thicker because this picture didn't have the best quality to start with. So I gotta hide that a little bit. Although I already kind of did that with the blur and the sharpen. And honestly, I can probably blur the cocoon a little more. I wonder what the lens blur here will do to this image. Let's see if it doesn't break Photoshop, because this tool has not been the most stable on this computer. see. Come on. Come on, tool. It's loading here. This little bar, this little circle. Sure is calculating today. Oh, there it is. It's a pretty good depth visualization. Except for that arm. But apart from that, it did pretty good. Obviously, that's a huge blur amount. But it lets you see what everything looks like. Ooh. In any case, I don't want to blur it that much. Just a little. Bean, you have no water left to throw on the ground. You have to wait. I'll fill it up later. Okay. I like that. I like that blur effects. Gonna go subtle with it. I think it's gonna help. Yeah, it helps exactly with what I was thinking with the pupa was like a bit too clear. Let's see, I'm just editing the overall lighting. Big shadow here for some unknown reason. Is it cool SP going to be on your site or will it be a social media exclusive? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Why is that? Why do you ask? Oh, Bean. He is still at it. He loves the newspaper. I'm gonna give him some newspaper to play with. That might keep him distracted from the cables. Hell yeah, that is nice. I do like how that came out. Okay. So we got something to go. Now what would be left is a second edit in this little story, which would be in this scene or, you know, one of these pictures, haven't decided yet. But in the ship during the storm, I think like these two might be my favorites. This one you can see the sea a bit better, so might be even better. A bit of chaotic scene. Having the pupa be opening like something's coming out. The moth is coming out and someone like dead on the ground. To just like have an ending to the story where the protagonists, the archaeologists, is like, I got rid of them all. Now the artifact is all mine, and it finally hatches, and that's the last thing we see. We don't know how it ended. We can assume though. Yeah, they're great. I'm so happy I found these pictures. What a cool series. A lot of your more humorous stuff is usually more social media exclusive. Yeah, it tends to be. It depends. It depends on how much I worked on it, I guess. If I put it on my site or not. So I might put it on the side, yeah. But we'll see. Actually, today, meaning tomorrow for me, it's Friday. I'm gonna be out for that fancy lunch, but I might leave the tweet programmed with a cool S. Yeah, I might do that before leaving. That might be good. Okay, but I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Tacos. Thank you so much for the follow. Al Pastor. That's my favorite. That is where we're gonna leave it for today. That has been a little celebration of 4 years of doing creepy edits by taking that very first one I did and updating it, giving it more of a story. I think it's a good way to honor it, to honor what essentially began my current career. So yeah, we will be working more on this next week. Okay, this is the last stream of the week, but we'll be back next week, Monday, with, I don't know yet, there's a few things I want to do for next week. I want to work on the facade a little more, so that's going to be definitely one of the streams next week, I think. Then there's the Patreon design contest I did. If you don't know, every so often on Patreon I will do little design contests, kind of. It's not really a contest because it's collaborative. Call it design events, where through a series of polls and open questions we decide on a design for a creature or a thing or concept. In this case we were doing a medical horror concept, and there are 2 compatible options that won in the final poll, which are a spine parasite. The topic of it was the spine. A spine parasite that takes over and starts moving it on its own, and the concept of bone jewels, which is kind of like pearls, but for bones, and they're really prized. So I'm thinking I might just do the spine parasite, but I might also do including the same concept, the concept of bone jewels, where you know, this parasite kind of creates little pearls inside your bones. Bone jewels is crazy. It's a super good idea. Yeah, I'll see if I can find a good succinct way of combining those 2 concepts, a spine parasite and bone jewels. Otherwise I might just I'll do this. The spine parasite was the one that won, so that's definitely something we're gonna do. But otherwise, maybe I'll keep bone jewels for a separate idea down the line. But that's gonna be next week as well. So next week we'll be doing that Patreon edits. And just to let you guys know, subscribe to the Patreon, and every so often I do these, usually every 3 months, I do these one of these design contests, and we design something together. And you also get postcards and cool stuff. Anyway, we'll be doing that, the facade, doing the second image for this thing we did tonight. Yeah, we got a packed week for next week. I'm excited though. I'm excited. There's cool stuff coming, and I got a really cool commission I'm working on that I can't show you yet. Actually got a couple really cool commissions, but one that I'm working on currently. But hopefully I'll be able to show it to you before too long. Yeah, I think that's all. I got for you today, y'all. Thank you once again for being here. I will see you on Monday if all goes well. As usual, look out for the Discord. Any stream updates will be there. And yeah, folks, I'll see you then. Take care.